Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drutube. I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Don't let them rob you of your feeling of accomplishment, all right? Don't let them rob your feelings of accomplishment. Get something done and move one step closer to your goal, all right? Don't let anyone rob you of your feeling of accomplishment. Some of us, we may not do things all the way right or good, or we may not get the desired result achieved, but sometimes we do a really good job. Sometimes we do the best that we can. Sometimes we're doing the most that we can or all we can. And there are situations where we'll feel that we're not good enough. All right. There are situations to where we allow ourselves to be robbed of our feeling of accomplishment. What the world did not give, it can't take away. So you may feel that someone can have the power to make you feel a certain way, but it's all according to how you perceive their power. It's all according to your perception. Somebody could be a little toxic or a little negative with how they deal with people or how they talk to people or how they address situations, but don't let them rob you of your accomplishment. All right. You're still great. You're still a good person. You're still doing the best that you can. You're still the best that you are. People can have opinions, can point out your flaws, can point out everything you do wrong, and can only pay attention to what you're not. All right. But you have to just be careful with that, because if you allow somebody else's opinion to govern how you feel about yourself, if you allow someone else to tell you who you are, or you allow somebody else and how they feel to tell you who you are or make you feel a certain way about who you are, then that's not going to be too positive for you, because anybody could just say anything. Anyone can act a certain way. Anybody could do anything, and that's going to throw you off and make you feel bad about yourself and cause you to hate you. You don't need to hate yourself because somebody has a problem with you or an issue with you, or they may feel you're not enough, or they may feel that what you're doing isn't good enough, or you may not be everything that they expected. All right, you may not be the one that they should have done business with, dealt with, hired, put in that line of work, whatever. People make mistakes. And the thing is, you can't blame yourself for what you don't know. And I have to keep correcting myself because that was a mistake, because I have to keep correcting myself. But a mistake isn't something that you don't know. If you don't know something, you can't blame yourself for what you did not know. Other people may blame you for what you did not know, but hey, you can't hold yourself accountable for somebody else's attitude toward you or what they feel toward you. If it's something that you did, by all means, hold yourself accountable. Be a man. But if it's somebody's attitude and what they say, and because of this and that, you're not meeting what you're not the person that they expected to be working with. You're not the person they expected to deal with. You're not the person that they just expected overall. That's okay. It's no hard feelings, and don't be hard on yourself about that. Somebody has a problem with you, then that's their problem. Someone is upset about the type of person that you are, that's their problem. All you can do is be yourself. You make a mistake, ask for forgiveness. You do something wrong, apologize. But don't apologize for anything that you didn't do. And even if you do, and if a person can't take that, and if that's not good enough, then there's really nothing else for you to do. So don't waste your time. Don't get upset. And also don't get bent out of shape. It might be something at your job. Maybe you were supposed to put something in the oven and you burnt it. And now the manager and all the employees are mad at you because they're behind. You got a long line and it was supposed to be done this way and blah, 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 whatever. You made a mistake. Things happen. There are people who make mistakes that get passes. So don't be hard on yourself. If they won't give you a pass, you give yourself one. You don't owe these people nothing. If you make a mistake and they don't give you a pass, then you give yourself one. If you do something wrong because of something that you may not have known, then you give yourself a pass. But you don't let people rob you of the feeling of your accomplishment. Don't allow people to make you think you're not who you know you are, or you're not what you are because of their opinion and what they say. People will say a lot of things because people will feel a lot of different ways. But you can't allow yourself to be governed by somebody else's attitude, idea, mindset, thought, reality, version. You can't be caught up over other people's thoughts pertaining to you. It is what it is. You may not be you may not be perfect. You may have made some mistakes. You may do some things wrong, but don't go wrong with the situation. It's not going to do anything for you. Somebody else feeling some type of way towards you, if they're mad, if they're upset, they have to get through that and they have to deal with that. They have to process that. But don't let them rob you of your feeling of accomplishment. It's all about you. At the end of the day, it's all about you. And what's important is not whether you did something right, or not whether you made a mistake, or not whether you did everything they told you to do. You're the star employee. What matters is that you came in, you clocked in, you tried your best, you did the best thing you could do. I had this one job where, man, because I wouldn't talk to this girl and I wouldn't give her my whole life story, and I wouldn't tell her my whereabouts, what I like to eat, what I like to do. Every second I take a breath, when I use the bathroom, what toothpaste I use, how often do I get haircuts, what type of drawers I'm wearing, what kind of socks I got on. Do I put my left shoe on before my right one? What kind of soap do I use? Do I take a hot shower, a cold shower? Do I work out before work? Like, do I take a shower, work out, and then go take another one before? Like, they want to know too much. And because I didn't give this girl everything she needed to know, she didn't want to help me and tell me everything that I needed to know to be able to do this job, which resulted in me not having that job for too long. She was leaving. She was on her way out. They had a cult, narcissistic, warlock, witch mob against me. And because I didn't give this girl my whole life story and tell her every single thing about myself, she had the other coworkers turned against me from what she slandered and what she said. She would even drive past the job after she left, because she was training me to work there. She even drove past the job after she left to come see how I was failing. So people have their own prejudices. People have their own negative ideas. People have their own conflict with you or with whoever. So don't take it personal. You know, I did my best to not take that personal. I stayed at that job as long as I could. But as a result of me not kissing booty and me not bowing down on one knee and taking my hat off and rolling out the red carpet for these losers, I wasn't able to maintain that job much. I didn't interact with them energetically the way they wanted me to. They wanted to be able to abuse me, steal my energy, drain me of it, and then allow myself to be further beat down and used as a doormat with a sad face so they could just wipe their feet off on me and add as much insult to injury as they could. We already are breaking you down, but we're going to make you smile in our face and be nice to us as a result of that. And if you don't act how we want you to act as a result of beating you down, if you have the nerve to show any signs of opposition towards the way we're treating you, then you're just not a good fit for this position. So make that make sense. Anyway, don't let these people rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. Somebody may look at your life and say that you're far behind, or you're not where you need to be, or you're lackadaisical. They might say you're lazy or you don't do enough. They probably don't know your situation. They probably don't know the things that you're experiencing, but you don't use your situation as an excuse. You find a way to make things work for you. All right. You're not the type of person that makes excuses, and you know that. So don't. No excuses. But the thing about not making excuses is, and holding yourself accountable, there's a flip side to that. And you don't allow other people and their negativity to affect you and get in your head and stop you from feeling good about yourself. All right, some of these situations make us look down on ourselves and make us hate ourselves and make us feel like we're not worth anything and we're not ever going to be anything, do anything, or accomplish anything. And people have a way of saying things that eat at your soul, and then they want to look at you and be like, what did I say? What's the problem? You only tried to destroy me with your words because of whatever reason you felt the need to. So sometimes when there are situations like that, where you might hear something that someone says, don't rob yourself of your accomplishment. People have the right to say whatever they want and feel whatever they want. They could be as mean as they want, as rude as they want. They could say all types of underlying sneaky things that come at your character and make you feel like a piece of crap. But it's all good because you have the choice to choose whether you're going to be upset over what they say or not. You have the power to be unaffected by how people try to get you to feel. You tell your feelings how to feel. You tell your mind what to think. You control your thoughts. You control your feelings just as much as you control what you eat and what you put in your mouth when you go to digest it and have a meal. Just like you go out to eat, you should go out to eat as far as feeding yourself positive mental thoughts. The world is so negative, people can't even help but reacting in a negative way. All right, so don't take any of this personal. Dust yourself off, get back up, and you tell yourself who you are. You decide the type of spirit that you're going to go throughout your day, not how other people might try to make you feel, not how a negative situation that happened and now the energy's all bad and you're all upset. No, don't allow yourself to get upset. Get over it and move on. You have no choice. You're going to be upset and be down and be depressed because of negativity. If a situation goes bad, are you going to go bad with it? Absolutely not. So don't let people rob you of your feeling of accomplishment. You work hard. You get things done. You're doing your best. What you have to do is get stronger at not letting people get in the way or get in between of what it is you're trying to do. You can't let people get in the way of what you're trying to do. If what you're trying to do is maintain a positive attitude so you can continue to work there, that's what you have to do. They can talk and talk and talk. You'll feel whether they're about to let you go or not, and God will prompt you to apply here. Go talk to them. Go fill this out. Go save this and put this up so you have this just in case if they get weird. Don't let them rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. You're great. You're going somewhere with your life. You are somebody. You are a special person, and you are someone that is going to end up very successful in life. They want to try to get you to feel the opposite. Some people are some people are just upset over the fact that they can't get from you what they want, like the instance with that girl at that job. She wanted all that information. She wanted to be able to spread my business. She wanted me to tell her everything that I do so they could have something to talk about. People like to really do other people bad. And when you don't give them the free reign to do you bad, it makes them upset. They have a childish mindset to make them believe that they own other people. It's like it's like going over your cousin's house for a holiday and you see your little cousin. If you start talking to your little cousin and playing with them and engaging with them, whoever gives that person attention and engages with them is pretty much going to be stuck with them, not in a negative way. Like that person is going to keep, that child is going to be glued to that person. Oh, this is the person that's interacting with me. I like interaction. You know, children are supposed to be seen, not heard. So they say. So when an actual adult or someone interacts with a child, it's a very exciting, inspiring. It's a good moment for them. But the thing is, when if a person stops interacting with that child or they can't do this, the child doesn't understand. The child's like, just I need what I want. Children, they need their needs met, and they need their needs met, and nothing else matters. But as adults, you're supposed to grow out of that stage to where if your needs aren't met, then you just have to just deal with that and find a way to get your needs met. But a lot of people, they think they own other people. They think that it's like you're interacting with a child with some of these people at these jobs. You're interacting with a grown person, but they have a mindset of a child. Give me my needs, meet my needs, give me what I want, tell me your business so I could go back and talk about you and laugh at you and clown you and then smile in your face and not give you all the requirements and the things that you need for this job, while smiling, laughing in your face and acting like I'm cool with you. But the thing is about you, you can see through their facade and their fake activity. You see right through it, just like a clear piece of plastic. You see right through it. So don't let them rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. They want you to feel like you're not doing enough. They want you to feel like you're not who you think you are. They want you to think that you're less than. Maybe you weren't able to meet the requirements for that job. Maybe there's another job out there that's better for you. Maybe you aren't meant to work there. Maybe they're trying to force you working there. A person forced against their wills of the same opinion still. And sometimes when you try to force things in life, it just doesn't work out. It just keeps getting worse. So when they try to force you to interact with them the way that they want, for them, it's just going to end up worse, because you're not going to. It's something in you that won't allow you. They're fake. They want to spread your business. You could tell you're not going to put yourself in that type of sabotaging position. Don't let them rob you of your feeling of accomplishment. You're doing the best you can. Maybe it's some negative people in your circle. Maybe you're working out. You're going to the gym. You're eating right. Maybe they want to crack jokes because you haven't lost any weight yet. Maybe they're the type of people that don't understand process. All right. Maybe they don't understand that, you know what, this is going to take time. They want to try to discourage you, clown you, so that way you'll stay looking like you'll stay with the condition. You'll stay in the condition you're trying to change. That's what most people want. They see how eager you are. They see how determined you are. They see that you're laser focusing in on your destiny. And the thing about them is they don't have anything to laser focusing on. So they focus in on your mistakes and nitpick and point out all these things that aren't right. Oh, you're not talking to me. Oh, you're not friendly. If you don't give them what they want, they're going to turn on you and they're going to make it seem like it's your fault. You're not doing anything good. You never did anything good. You're never going to do anything good. They're going to make you think the worst about yourself because you didn't meet their needs. You didn't fill their requirements. That sounds like something that they have to work out on their own. If somebody wants some type of attention or energy from you or whatever it is they want from you and you can't provide it, you can't meet their need, you can't fill the need that they have, it's something, it's not your fault, and it's not something for you to look at yourself like you're not enough or like you should feel bad or look down on yourself. That's not your problem. It's not. It's okay for them to be upset, but for them to take that out on you because it's something that you're not able to give them, or it's something that you don't know, or maybe you haven't been trained well enough. All right. In my case, I wasn't trained well enough, but sometimes you're just not meant to be certain places, and God will, create a way for you to be able to see that. Well, I'm not meant to be here. That's the sign. It's as clear as day. So don't let people rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. You still need to get things done. You still need to be focused. You still have a life. You still have a direction that you want to go in. You still have things that you want to do. It's time to laser focus in on your accomplishments and your goals and stop letting things get in the way. Stop letting distractions distract you. Because if you are working towards your goals, you realize today that the distractions are distracting. So what you have to do is ignore the distractions. I had to work next to this girl for a whole week before she stopped working there. It was terrible, but I got through it. I took it one day at a time, one moment at a time, one negative statement at a time. And I just kept telling myself that, you know what, I'm getting out of this. She won't be here long. Even if she is, she's only going to be here for 25 minutes. Then she goes home. You have to focus on what's positive and what's good. You have to focus on things that are going to allow you to get through a situation versus something that's going to make it more hard for you to see yourself getting through a situation. Don't let these people rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. Get something done and move one step closer to your goal. You're moving closer to your goal. Sometimes when people that you get around at jobs, they feel the presence that you're really something more than the position you're applying for. You're someone special outside of work. Maybe you have a social media presence. Even if it's a small, tiny, teeny, eeny, bitsy, witsy one. even if it's one that is so small that they would overlook. You may see it as an accomplishment, but because it's not whatever, billion this, trillion that, they probably overlook it. But it's still something to you. Regardless of what that something may be, you still have to take pride in it. Don't be prideful, but take pride in yourself. Have some pride in yourself. All right? Don't let these people's moods and attitudes get to you. They're dealing with things that they may not know how to deal with, and they may be projecting it onto you. It's okay. You don't go wrong with it. You don't take their word you don't take their verbatim for your word. You don't take the things that they say as the magic words or spells to your life. You don't do that. Don't let people cast spells over you with the things that they say. Withdraw your permission. If somebody says you're a red-haired monkey with an elephant butt, if you believe that, then hey, that's what you are. If you just whatever, okay, that's what you think, and I know I'm not that. That person's a fool, and you keep moving, then that's what it is. So don't allow things to get you down or interrupt your peace. A lot of people allow their accomplishment to be taken away from them because they get too caught up in somebody else's opinion over them or about them. People are allowed to have opinions of us, but you're also allowed to not be affected by them and their opinion. They can think, say, feel, talk about whatever they want. And that's cool, because people will feel how they want to feel. So what it is you have to not be affected by that. It's going to be a time where a manager is really displeased with your work, and they may have an attitude because it's a quota that didn't get met. That's money that didn't get made. Whatever. If they have their attitude, that's their problem. They should have got up and helped you with whatever it was. All right, they have an attitude, that's their problem. So don't allow certain people and how they feel to make you feel worse. Especially if you're already trying to work your way up and build yourself up. You know that's not how you want somebody talking to you. So if they have a problem with you, if they're upset, just understand that, but don't take in whatever it is they said that may potentially make you feel a certain way. All right, they're upset. They said what they said. Cool. I'm just going to move on. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to allow myself to feel bad about it. I'm not going to let the things that they said govern my day or take over my spirit. I'm not going to allow myself to have that spirit try to rob me of my feeling of accomplishment for today. It's already hard enough to keep yourself motivated and feel good about yourself when you're in an undesirable situation or circumstance already as it is. So if you're working your way through trouble and you're working your way through the worst situation that you could ever find yourself in, and here comes just negative, and you know that's not going to help you or solve any problems, I wouldn't feed too much into that. It's not going to be productive for you, beneficial for you, or positive for you. And once you see managers and employees and jobs kind of turn on you, you have to turn your energy within, and you just have to keep your mind focused on the positive and on the good. They will, like some people destroy themselves with their own thoughts and their own mind just because of one thing someone said or one thing someone thinks. You have to not be so hard on yourself with your own thoughts. Stop beating yourself up with a negative mindset. Beat the negative mindset down. Don't beat yourself up with the negative mindset. And some of us is just training from when we were coming up. You do something wrong, you get scolded for it, you feel bad about it, and you just feel like you've done something bad for the rest of the day. But some of us never really learned how to release that guilt or release that negative energy attached to that. So it's like we hold on to things when people say things to us, and we destroy ourselves from what we tell ourselves as a result of what they said and how it made us feel. So we have to not be so caught up in things that people say and bypass how you feel. Okay, they said this, I feel that way. I could bypass that. What I feel is not real. I'm not taking that into my spirit. I'm not letting that feeling govern the spirit of my day. I control what I tell myself to think. I control how I feel, even if I have to spend some time moving my energy around and changing some thoughts and do some transmutation to get that negative energy blockage up and removed out of my aura, out of my energy field, out of my mind, out of my environment. All right, so don't let them rob you of your feelings of accomplishment. Get something done. They may say you're a bum. Get something done. They may say you're not enough. Prove them wrong. Do something. Become something. Build something for yourself and for your life. So that way, all the people who said you're not this, you're not that, you can't this, I should just have just everybody with an opinion. Do something with your life. Don't waste time being upset. Don't waste time pointing the finger. Don't blame others. Oh, they said this and I couldn't. Don't blame others for the things they say. They have no power over what you can do or what you can't. They may make it a little bit more difficult, but you have to turn your mind around so you can turn your life around. And if you turn your mind around and turn your life around, what somebody else says, what they think, how they feel about you is not going to have an effect. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep moving one step closer to your goal. Peace, love, and light. We out.